So this seems to be a thing that I'm doing now. I kind of enjoy them. I'm a little bit worried about this one because I don't think it arrives in the mode that I really want it.
Mode.
Thank you, Emily. So I quite like a movie bot. And there seems to be quite a revolution going on towards movie toys at the moment. And a lot of the boring bastards that sit there and go on about how much they hate movie stuff, Jim, seem to be sort of not swayed. People are liking the movie toys, and I'm liking the movie toys, but I'm only liking the movie toys when I'm horrifically conflicted about buying knockoff stuff, which I really, really struggle with, but I'm doing anyway. So today I'm going to show you this. This is God-09 from Dream Factory. Dream Factory are the people that basically knocked off Brawl not so long ago. Oh shit, here it is. So I've got my trusty knife and I'm going to open it. There are no addresses or anything on this. I'm very lucky because I'm out for the next 2 or 3 nights and I won't be able to get to the post office, and the thing from the post office only arrived today, and they said, I basically went and begged them, can you go have a look and see if it's been filed away, and it had, which made me very happy. So I quite like getting boxes by the manufacturers that made the toy. I quite like that. That makes me very happy. So here we are. First of all, the box is flimsy compared to Wei Zhang. The box is very, very flimsy. So you've got Mr. Truckman, and then on the side that silhouette, that makes me very, very happy. I like that a lot. That also, I like these. The box is really flimsy. The reason it's in here, and it has got those corner pieces that I like, is because this box is flimso. Now let's see what's coming. Now I like the little stickers that actually close the box, because the little stickers say God-09. Look, can you see the little silver foil things? They say God-09 on them, which I like. I don't know why he's God. That sounds it's a bit weird. So let's see. Are you ready? You're going to see. I'm pushing you backwards. Do you like my Christmas tree? Yes, that's right. So it arrives like this. You open it up and you are getting that. Look at that. That is sexy. Now I might have to do this in a two-part because it's in truck mode, which is a bit. Get trusty knife again. I always worry about getting in trouble because I walk around with this thing in my pocket, but for what I do for a living, I need a knife on me all the time.
For murdering.
For murdering and cutting a bitch. Excited. It's really big.
That's what she said.
Look. What are the tolerances like? Oh, so the screw tolerances are just right, and it's got this beautiful hinge. That should have been silver. I'm very disappointed. That is really nice. That is, all the tolerances on this are really nice. Oh, that's really good. And it's got these really, it's on that side, really nice little, what does it say? Bonecrusher. Oh, and it's a bulldog with great big fangy spikes. I wonder how close I can get on that. Wash. Yeah, it's a bulldog with big fangy spikes sticking out. Look how black and shiny those windows are. That is lovely. So that's the underneath. Which doesn't look like a folded up robot, does it? There's no, I can't see a head showing anywhere. So if you pull that gun out, that's his shotgun, which is very reminiscent of Megatron, and you can see all the way through it. Hello. Big old peg to go in the hand. So I'm assuming that anything with a peg that big to go in the hand's got to be absolutely enormous, isn't it? That goes all the way across like that, which is very nice. The ladder on the back is beautiful. The weight is good. If I were to say plastic-wise, this is Zeta Toys plastic. Have you ever played with Zeta Toys before? That's what this is. What else feels like this? Make Toys provider feels like this. It's good quality plastic. It's not ultra good quality plastic. It's not... who's got really good plastic? It's not MMC.
MMC's got really good.
It's not quite MMC. It's not far off.
That's not MMC.
But that I'm really pleased with it. I'm really pleased with it. But because it does arrive in truck mode, I now need to sit and play and put it into... Wow, it actually says on his leg... Revenge from hell! Oh, I suppose that's the same trick as to punish and enslave, isn't it? So this detailing here is brilliant. The fading on these black pipes is really, really nice. All the tyres are rubber. All of those pipes here are really nice. Do you know, I'm sorely tempted to Games Workshop this and just put some Agrax Earthshade in all of the crevices and stuff just to bring out the dimensions a little bit. I'm going to sit and play with this, and then I'm going to turn it into a robot and tell you what I think of everything. The only accessories that it comes with are these. These are amazing. Look, fucking look at that. And the try not to swear, but I don't give a shit because that's just who I am. Look, the fading. This is Freddy Krueger. If you had a bit of copper on the bottom of that, that could be Freddy Krueger's knives. That's really, really nice. The other one's the same. And just for a bit of a size comparison, I could put this into truck mode, but I can't be asked. That is Bonecrusher, the original Bonecrusher that came out, and that is Bonecrusher in truck mode. So this is already twice the size, and it's going to fold out to another... Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Be right back. Maybe. Yes. It's Sunday morning. It's Sunday morning. It's the following Sunday morning, and I haven't had time to do anything with this toy robot nonsense, just because it's Christmas, it's work, it's shitty outside, and by the time the fun thing that I had was I went out to work at 6:45 in the morning when it was absolutely pissing down with rain to find out that my front tyre had a screw in it and was flat as hell. So then I had to wait for the sun to come up a little bit so I could actually change the tyre, and then sat in the pouring rain changing the tyre. Should we get back to some Bonecrusher? What can I say about this toy? Let's do the boring stuff first, okay? It'll go nice, buttery, soft ratchets that are super strong, just right. Tolerances are all amazing. On here, more ratchets. In and out is a very buttery, soft ratchet, but that's okay. We don't mind that. All of these toesy things in here move, which is nice. That moves, that goes up and down. What I didn't do in the first place that someone pointed out, that one goes up and down as well. Now, there's some cool stuff in here. When you transform him, that tyre sits perpendicular with the truck mode, but then when you turn him into a robot, you can actually pull the tyre out like that, and it's on a double hinge, so you can actually turn the tyre around so it sits on the inside of his foot, which gives him the proper roller skate wheels. He roller skates! I roller skate! See, this is why I like him so much. So the arms do this. If you pull that down like that and then extend like that, that will happen. If that's something that you particularly like, fold that up like that. So the shoulders. Let's do the other shoulder for now. Ratchets, soft buttery ratchets, which are very nice. Elbows are just on a friction joint and then a rotation below the bicep. The wrists are on this. Yeah. So I can show you what the wrists do. The wrists will go up and down on that hinge there, and they rotate. I don't think they do. So no, the wrists don't rotate, but all of these fingers move. That finger moves. These are on separate joints, so you've got a joint there and a joint there, which is all very nice. It's got enough. It's got enough to do the things that you need to do, which is absolutely great. The head, We'll talk about all the good stuff first. The head will go side to side and up and down on a ball joint, which is just the best thing ever. And if you, and I'm going to do it for the rest of the review, do that and push the head down as far as you can, and you take the back crest and push it out of the way, there is the tiniest little switch. I'm going to do it off camera, so when I bring it back, it's a double super surprise. Red! Oh, look at, and they are super bright, and the batteries are already in there, which makes me really, really happy. All of this shoulder stuff is on separate hinges, so it makes a kind of cape for him to wear, but when you want him to move, then it all gets out of the way beautifully. These tyres don't really get in the way too badly. This thing is on a hinge here, and if you want to, you can actually lift that out like that. So you can have it on the corner for truck mode and in the centre for robot mode, which is beautiful. The piston at the back works. This works. These things look absolutely phenomenal. If I'm going to show you the back quickly. So back kibble wise, not too hideous. This makes up the sort of his, basically his gooch quite nicely. I couldn't, this is just, this is the best toy I've had all year. And frankly, if you are the grateful recipient of one of the oversized Weijiang brawls, this absolutely destroys brawl. In plastic quality, in the joint quality, it destroys brawl. This is the best thing I've touched. This is as good as Unique Toys Challenger. And that's, for me, that's really, 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 that's about as good a praise as I can give it. It's just, all the little tampos here are amazing. All the pictures are really, really good on it. It stands beautifully, even though it kind of looks like it somehow shouldn't. The head mobility on here is just so perfect that you get this. He does, I mean, he can do all of it. He can do, like, he's got sort of puzzled little dog. All of that stuff that people want out of their toys at the moment, this does. And it does it absolutely with aplomb. It does it fantastically. There are two little problems with mine, one of which I'll forgive, and I might be able to get some screws and see what I can do. It looks like the screw is sticking out a little bit. This is floppy. And I'm wondering, there are screws in here. I might be able to undo the screw, put it back in, just do it a little bit tighter possibly. It's not like the end of the world, but it is slightly annoying. The other thing with this is the transformation on it is hard. You have to do it, get frustrated, put it down, come back, do it, get frustrated, put it down. It's not intuitive. It's just the whole transformation on this thing had me seething in anger for the whole time I've been doing it. To the point I couldn't... I've turned it into a robot and I've left it a robot. I thought about doing an actual review of this thing because of how much I love it, but the thought of putting it back into a armoured tank thing and putting it back into a robot again, I need to do it because I need to not forget how to do it, if that makes sense. But at the same time, it's just hard. The other thing that really upsets me, and if you've watched Ben's Collectibles, I sat and watched Ben's Collectibles video on how to do this. It turns up in truck mode and then you have to make it a truck into a tank, which is kind of works perfectly. However, there, can you see that there is a little tab, and on the back of that there is a little hook clip, right? Don't usually have a problem with this stuff. That tab, where is it? There. That tab is supposed to clip into that clip, and it doesn't, which means if you want to play with him, this whole back section is really, really floppy. And I've tried to move this out the way, I've tried to change, I've tried to rearrange. I have tried for so long to get this to clip nicely. But I ended up applying so much pressure to the toy. I'm doing it now, look, because you can, I'm just so frustrated with it. And it actually sits where it's supposed to sit. You can see that it's sort of sitting where it's supposed to be. So that's the only drawback. The plastic on this is fantastic, The rubber tyres are fantastic. The tolerances are fantastic. I'll be honest with you. I'm waiting for Wei Zhang's Helicopter Man to turn up. And if Blackout is better than this, then I'd be very surprised. Because people have complained about the Blackout because it's got some slightly dodgy bits. It's got some bits that are going to fall apart and disconfigurate. And I love this. It was worth every single penny. I believe this is one of 8 that were coming into the UK before the main stock turns up. And I am very, very glad I pulled the trigger on it because I couldn't really afford it. I still can't really afford it now. I am upside down for Christmas. And I'm willing to live with it because I'm just going to have to be disciplined and sort my life out after Christmas. Because this is fantastic. This is exactly what I want. This has actually spurred me to speak to a friend of mine about doing a podcast stroke video live track stroke an opportunity to have a conversation, edit it and put it up as getting back into doing some stuff with the community based gear. This is a beautiful, and it's not a KO, is it? Because it's original. This isn't, I don't know, maybe I'm getting outside of the debate. This is a beautiful toy. If you like the movie toys, you should buy this toy. This toy, out of all the toys that I bought this year, when you think, this is 10 out of 10. It's 9 out of 10. This is wobbly and the back thing doesn't clip in. So we're going to give it a 9 out of 10, not a 10 out of 10. However, this is straight up stunning. And if you want one, you should definitely track one down. Because I don't get to touch toys of this quality very often. They are few and far between. And when they do arrive, they are not from Hasbro. They are absolutely from a third-party company. This is Mastermind Creations quality stuff. This is Unique Toys quality stuff. This is take your favourite best toy and make a comparison. And this is as good as it is, even though it's out of focus. My name's Mr. Musno. You can call me Dave. It's Sunday morning and I'm just sort of lazing out with my big bushy tash because I didn't trim it last time, only the beard. And I look like a Jedi. My hair's insane. I'm going. I like this toy. You should buy one. That's all I've got to say.